Welcome, everybody, to Den Excelsior, the mostly Marvel show. I'm your host, Ricky. I'm back this week. With us, as always, is Dennis. Just never missed a show in our 193 episodes.
Never missed one. Never. It's the Mostly Marvel podcast, by the way.
It's the Mostly Marvel podcast. We're talking Peacemaker, Season 2, Episode 1.
You just finished watching it like 5 minutes ago.
I just finished watching it about 5 minutes ago. It came out to the world about
2 hours
ago. So this might be one of the quicker turnaround times from show release to our show.
I almost consider do we do a live viewing of it and react as we're watching it? You know what I mean?
I feel like we can be sued for that.
Yeah, only if we air that stuff on the screen. You know what I mean? We could just watch it, but it's okay. It's okay. It's probably definitely one of the fastest turnaround times we've done. Generally, I don't like to operate on that time frame just because, like, I don't see a lot of value in us. Like, I guess not that I don't see a lot of value in it. It's like I don't see the point in trying to compete with everyone else to get the scoop on the latest thing that came out, especially because, you know, the higher profile media outlets already received like the first 5 episodes like weeks ago and stuff like that. So I think it's just more of a matter of like excitement is why we're doing it, because like we were wanting to watch the show again because we like the show, and I think it just kind of fits in the space of that. Like, we don't have any other shows that we are currently supposed to be watching, and
it was this, or what was it? What was option B?
Yeah, exactly. The movie after Doctor Strange.
Is that Guardians 2?
It is Guardians 2. It is Guardians 2. Yeah. So it's James Gunn.
Okay. Yeah.
Either way. Yeah. So, but no, I think, like, I like John Cena, I like Peacemaker, and I like James Gunn. And so all 3 of those are legitimate reasons for me to watch the show in a hurry, then hop on here and chat with you about it for a little while. So we can do that. We'll do that later in the episode. But for the first part of the show, like, you know, our typical thing is like, what are we nerding out on right now? So what have you been nerding out on?
Aliens or Alien? Aliens or Alien?
I think it's called Alien.
Alien Earth.
Alien Earth. Yeah. They're all called Alien except for the one.
The good one.
No, one of the good ones. The first one is the best one. The second one is the other best one. Yeah, but that one's Aliens. Yes.
That show's good. That show
is beyond good. It is fantastic.
It's picking up. So Romulus, the movie that came out last year, really, I think, introduced this layer to Weyland-Yutani on the why, right? Like, humans are not built for interstellar travel, so we need to further our evolution to make us like, that's the driving force for them to do.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I think what all of the subsequent movies after the first one have done is be more explicit in explaining that. But Bishop is a character in the first movie,
but I think they present it in a way that's not just corporate greed.
Sure, but at the end of the day, capitalism still is the reason why immortality is the ultimate goal. I mean, that's the ultimate goal in real life too, in our world. Like, the people who have the most money want to figure out a way to keep that money for as long as they possibly can. So yes, the logic is there, And I think this show and some later iterations of the movies, including the most recent one, Romulus, have just extrapolated more for a wider audience, like what it means. Why is this universe set up the way it is? And so yeah.
Correct. Yeah, and it takes away some of the black and white that those companies operated in the previous movies, and this show furthers that, I think, a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if they were black and white before, but I will concede that that's how you perceive them, and so that's cool.
Yeah. The introduction of another company, the Prodigy.
Yeah. Well, the idea that there's 5, like
there's 5 super companies, and right. So Weyland-Yutani has never had an alien captured on Earth, right? But it's kind
in this universe we're ignoring AVP. AVP movies are not canon anymore.
We're ignoring AVP.
Yeah,
but they only got a gun in the AVP though. They got aliens out of that.
I thought they got aliens.
The first movie, they definitely nuke the whole temple. And then the second movie, they're like the cliffhanger is they get the Predator's gun out of it.
Gotcha.
And that's like
it's okay.
Yeah. But great show, great writing. I can't wait to see how much more alien we get.
What I think makes that show super awesome is it recaptures the magic of the first one, in a very specific way. The first one, the reason, if you'd never watched it before, right? Like the first time you're watching that, you are learning about an entirely brand new species, right? Like on the fly, like as the movie's happening, you're learning its life cycle, right? Throughout the whole movie. And that has become common knowledge, right? To the point where you have a facehugger in your room, right? Like you have, like everybody understands the facehugger. Everybody understands the egg. Everybody gets that the eggs have like this weird laser field around them for some reason. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows every single aspect of aliens' life cycle. And so it's not novel anymore, right? But what was cool about the beginning of the show, and it continues to be cool, is this show, the ship in it was not just coming back with the xenomorph. It was coming back with all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, so other crazy ass shit.
Yes, maybe they're not as dangerous as the xenomorph, but they are definitely deadly, and they're cool.
That being said, they kind of took down that xenomorph in episode 2 pretty quick.
They didn't do it. Wendy did.
Well, in the third episode, but in the second episode, that guy, whatever that laser gun is, and on his arm, the cyborg.
Oh, the cyborg.
Weyland. Yeah.
Oh, you mean he took it down with his yeah. Well,
yeah.
But I mean, I think what I'm saying is, like, I think the enhanced individuals are able to combat this thing.
Yes.
I think in that sense, I think this show pays homage also to Alien Resurrection too, because like Alien Resurrection is the first time where Ripley is like enhanced, right? Because she's part alien. She's a hybrid. And she is actually able to go one-on-one with these things. And it changes the dynamics of the horror movie, right? Because now it's like, oh, I can take you on, like it's kind of like, I know you've never seen it, but like Nightmare on Elm Street, I think it's 4. It's called Dream Warriors. And in that movie, there's these kids that they've spent a lot of their time learning how to be what is it? What's the word? When you're able to control your dreams.
Do you know REM or lucid dream.
Yeah. Lucid dreamers. They've learned how to be lucid dreamers, and so they've concocted like super powered personas, right? They're all like super beings, and so when Freddy shows up, it's a little bit more of a challenge for him than all the previous movies. I'm not saying Freddy doesn't kill a bunch of them. You know, that's a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. That's what he does. But like, I think it gives you something new you haven't seen before, and you know, a lot of people don't like Alien Resurrection because like it's, you know, it's dirty. It's dirty because they don't like Alien 3. Like Alien 3 is like the most reviled one of all of the you know, the original Ripley ones. And if you don't like Alien 3, Resurrection continues off of Alien 3. So like, what are you gonna do? But
Well,
I think
yeah.
Resurrection does this cool thing of giving you a fighting chance, your hero a fighting chance. And so that's what I like about Wendy and the Lost Boys, and to a lesser extent, I like the cyborg. Do we even know his name?
No, just
Harrow. Is it
Harrow.
Harrow or how? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Mr. Harrow.
It's interesting though to see, like, so Romulus again presents like Weyland-Yutani wants to enhance. They want to build better humans to travel through space and through experimenting aliens. And then you kind of see the parallels where like Prodigy's approach to that problem is Wendy,
it's uploading consciousness,
the sense, right?
Yeah.
But the problem there is you can only do it with kids, and that presents obviously its own set of challenges. But I for the grossness that these mega corporations, the grossest lanes that they operate in, it's nice to like start to at least have like, okay, there's a goal, right? Whatever, what is it? Utilitarian like motive that they have, and the means to get there is probably super shitty, but they're at least like there's a goal. So I'm excited to say that point.
I'm excited to have this kind of conversation about a TV show because, like, you know, I don't think we're gonna have this kind of conversation about the Peacemaker. I'm not saying, I'm not knocking Peacemaker in any way.
Or you don't think it's that kind of show? You didn't get that vibe?
I just think that like Noah Hawley always gives me something that creates, you know, cool discourse, and it's fun because like that's why I'm such a Noah Hawley fan, and I will watch. Like the second I saw his name on the show, I was like, well, I'm sold, you know. So like it was really fun last week with Travis because we spent a little while geeking out over Alien, and
at the end geeking out on Superman.
Yeah, he did. Of course he did. But I think my favorite part of that conversation was when I said, have you still not watched Legion? And he said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go watch it because Legion is, I think, some of the best X-Men content that Fox ever put out. So, and it's Noah Hawley. So definitely, if you haven't done it, Alien Earth should give you reason to consider it. He just writes good characters. He writes good characters and good stories, you know.
Have you watched Weapons yet?
I did. I watched Weapons.
Did you like Weapons?
I did. I liked Weapons. I like Barbarian more than Weapons.
Oh, it seems not to be that seems to be the inverse of the take.
I just did. I just think well, you know, if Frank was here, he'd back me up on this, but like I think the coolest thing you can do in a horror movie is kill kids. Like
I agree. I agree. I mean, that's what when the It reboot came out.
Yes,
they do a very great job of tone setting, and they fuck that kid up, and they show it.
And then in part two, they give you a kid just because they in part two, you know, well, they're gonna be grown up. We can't do a lot of, you know, we can't kill a lot, but they still give you a sacrificial lamb, right? Like they like it's an offering to the audience to say like, hey, look, we still mean what we're doing, you know, like, and I'm not saying I enjoy watching kids being killed. I enjoy it, the act of inviting the audience into something really dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it's almost like a permission to like we're going some like Hereditary.
yeah,
When the daughter
you
dies in
got it.
Hereditary,
You
it
got it.
becomes a very different movie
Yes,
in that exact
exactly.
moment. It's almost
Yeah,
night and day because the kid dies.
yeah.
So I get it.
And so for me, like, slight spoiler warning, uh, you know, Hereditary or Weapons wasn't willing to pull the punches that or you know, it pulled the punches is what I mean to say. Is Weapons didn't give me what I needed
It
to be
did the
satisfied.
inverse.
Yes. But Barbarian never let me down for being insane. Like there's no kids killed in that movie, but it like the premise of Barbarian was something I found more relatable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the problem with me with Weapons is like I don't have kids. I don't want kids. And so like I didn't really care what happened to those kids. But I was interested if like maybe one of them got eaten or something like that, I was like, that'd be kind of cool. But then, they didn't do it. And so I was like, okay, I guess that was fun. Like that's how I felt about them. Like I think the acting's great. I think the story is interesting enough that I sat up alert and awake, the whole movie and really just like locked in on like what's gonna happen. But like when it was all said and done, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I will say when I got out to the theater, because I went and saw that by myself, when I got outside of the parking lot, it was like 10:30 at night, and there was just random people just doing the Naruto run all over the parking lot, and that was cracking me up and a little awkward as well.
Naruto run stock definitely is in the upswing now because of that movie.
Yeah, but I did enjoy it. I have nothing bad to say about it. I just have my own little personal bias.
Doing Resident Evil next.
I know. I hope he kills kids in it.
Is there a kid killing in that movie? I haven't played the games. I
No,
played 5.
There's not like that's actually like one of the stipulations for getting like the highest or worst video games ESRB rating you can get is if kids get killed in it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so video games tend to not do that. Making me sound like a monster right now for knowing these things.
Yeah, I just want to get enough footage of you saying I like seeing kids killed, and
I wish Frank was here right now because he totally is on the same page with me when it comes to this.
I'm with you. I don't know if I'm with you. I applaud any horror movie that does it. I'm trying to think of other notable movies that kill kids off the top of my head, and I can't.
Yeah, same. I know I just saw one recently, and I was very happy with when it happened, and now I cannot remember it at all at the moment. I did watch The Substance finally.
Oh, I have not seen that movie. I know what happens in the movie. How was that for you?
I think the movie's meant to be a gross out movie. It's meant to make you feel like you want to vomit. Yeah. I don't have that trigger. Like I can't watch things like there's no such thing as a movie
like Toxic Avenger won't do anything for you.
Nah, I don't get grossed out by movies. I can't do
trauma movies.
I can't get grossed out. Like I can watch any kind of disgusting thing and it's fine. I like I said, I've seen, or I said to somebody else who I was talking about this. I've seen so much worse things in real life than the things, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just because of access to the internet. Like, it's just bad. It's bad. Yeah. The things I've seen are not good. So when I can't be grossed out, it's okay. So I think that movie just insists itself upon me and tried really hard. And it ended up feeling like the Return of the King at the end, where I was like, oh, cool. They dropped the ring in the lava and it's over. And then like there's like 5 more endings after that. And you're like, when is this fucking movie going to end? You know what I mean? Like that's what The Substance is for me. Like I was happy with the first ending. I was mildly amused by the second ending. I was looking at my watch by the third ending, and by the fifth ending, I'm like, dear God, make it stop. I'm just tired of this. So it went on too long, you know. It's like that Ron Howard episode of The Studio.
You didn't like that episode?
Oh, that was my segue into letting you know I finally watched the whole Studio.
I mean,
I watched all of The Studio, Ricky. No, the point of that.
I'm trying to like.
No, I'm not saying I didn't like that episode. I'm saying that's the point of that episode.
Oh, okay.
Remember, is that they reached a perfect.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was like his and he has like
and then there's 45 more minutes of the movie.
Yes,
that they want him to cut. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Tell me how much you love The Studio and why it's probably one of the best.
I don't love it. I think it's kind of.
Do you respect some of the stuff that they pull off in that show?
I respect it, but I'm also kind of annoyed with it because it's a little heavy-handed. I think the Wonder episode is just like, okay, you filmed a play. You know what I mean? And that's cool. Like, I've watched Hamilton. Like, you can film a play. It's fine. Like, I wouldn't say that the shots that they did were crazy. Like, it made it doable for a Wonder. You know what I mean? Like,
I think what makes, for me, the Wonder specifically, what makes it remarkable is the time of day.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, again, that's just rehearsing.
So they do it at sunset, which
I know
when you're making movies, you don't really, it's not a window you can replicate. More than one or two go rounds. That's what makes it cool for me.
I mean, they picked the time of day to film it.
Well, yeah.
But they did it explicitly so that you would see. That's what I'm saying. That's when it becomes a little heavy-handed. It's like I understand what you're doing. It's cute. It's just like the Chinatown episode is cute. Like, all of these episodes are nods to other things. They're cute. The episode that I really just didn't like was the doctor episode. Because I was
dinner date.
Yeah, because like I think my problem with that is it's like, okay, one, we're making doctors look like really horrible people. Like you know what I mean? Like, I don't think doctors think that poorly of movies. I think doctors actually rely on that kind of entertainment to wind down after work and stuff like that. So I don't like the notion that like everybody who's in oncology has no idea what goes into making movies or blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know. We live in the world of the internet. Like, it's a little, I understand that they're maybe not as knee deep in it as we are in the entertainment process, but it was just trying to villainize like doctors, but also villainize him for thinking that what he does is important. I think that everybody should have a job that they think gives them purpose and feels important. So I felt like this is just a cop out, like to make it, to make those doctors feel like somehow like their egos are threatened enough that they need to fight with this man about whose jobs are more important. I don't know. That episode that was annoying to me. I wanted that one to end. All the other episodes, they're fun. They're really fun. I like the.
But your favorite was the Ron Howard episode.
No.
Oh, okay. Which one was your favorite?
No. I think I like the one where they had to check in with Ice Cube about whether or not.
Oh, the Kool-Aid. Yeah, the Kool-Aid one's pretty.
Him playing the Kool-Aid Man was a racist thing. Yeah. That was probably my favorite episode.
Yeah, no, I think that episode in particular is very relatable, and for me, because I've been in places where very similar conversations happen, and I think it's kind of neat that like every great piece of media out there probably has that conversation or a type of conversation like that around it.
Oh yeah, I like the part where they're like, dude, we should not even be having any of the conversations we're having right now. I appreciated that episode probably the most. That one's funny. But I finished it all. I finished it all. What's up?
Did you watch Severance?
No, I just, so what happened is I got Apple for my mom. But the trick is, the last time I got her a streaming service, I set it up with her information and everything like that, and somehow she ended up messing with it, and now she can't fix it, and like I can't fix it for her because she somehow switched her account over to Google Play, and so like I said to myself, when I was about to get it for her, I was about to sign up an account for her, and then I was like, maybe I should just create the account myself and just give her the login information. That way I can control it. You know, my mom's just a little too mature in her age, I guess is the polite word we're looking for, to be managing an Apple account. So I just set it up for her, and so I just got it on Sunday, and Lindsay wasn't quite ready for Severance, or she hasn't been ready at the times that I want to watch it. So we have to coordinate that one. I don't have to coordinate the studio because she does not like that show. She doesn't like stressful shows like that, you know, like that kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It gave her Uncut Gem vibes from that show.
Yeah, Curb Your Enthusiasm is not something Lindsay can watch. You know, like I think Sunny in Philadelphia is the line. That's as far as she's willing to go, and she's watched 17 seasons of that, so that one's not a problem. By the way, are you caught up with that?
No, but I did watch the cake episode, and
the cake episode was.
I forgot we had talked about it, and then when they kept showing Frank, I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like they just use a body double for Danny DeVito, and then for the joke for it to be cake at the end, it like all came rushing back, and I was like,
it was so
pretty
good.
Genius.
It was so good. I will say, like, for whatever reason it is, maybe they know he's getting up there in age. This season, they have written some of the best stuff for Frank Reynolds. Like the episode from this week was an entirely Frank episode, and it's so freaking good. It's so good. So catch up when you get a chance. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do understand. Maybe that's part of why I don't like the studio as much as I think you wanted me to, is because I don't like that. I know the kind of anxiety it gives certain people, and like, you know, I appreciate the humor of it, but I don't appreciate necessarily like the unnecessarily like increasing stakes all the time. You know, like that's
fair.
You get it? Like
it's the Hollywood meta for me, but I do understand that show, the stress that show induces. But I think for me, you're always when we over, like when they're shooting at what is it, Chateau Marmont, where they have that after party rooftop scene. Like people don't film there. It's not a place you are typically allowed to film at. So like I think the meta behind some of the stuff they do wins me over enough to like.
Yeah, I know you like the meta. I that show is chock full of meta. Like it is not lost on
their fake Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's not lost on me.
Has Ice Cube ever been to Comic-Con?
What?
Has Ice Cube ever been to Comic-Con?
Probably. I can't imagine what for, but
not War of the Worlds.
Was he not there for War of the Worlds this week?
Like,
he
was not there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's pretty much all I've watched in my free time besides the wrestling is the studio. So I'll get to Severance soon because now I have Apple, and I'm only 3 episodes away from being fully caught up on Raw.
Is everyone gone for Street Fighter now?
You mean the actors? I think they already filmed.
They're back already? Cody Rhodes is back?
I thought they filmed a while ago.
No, they're filming like this week.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, obviously, not everyone's going to be there at the same time, but yeah.
Yeah, well, Cody Rhodes has the belt again, so I don't think he can be gone for too long. But we'll see. Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but like Naomi, she just won the belt like 2-3 weeks ago. I think, did she win it at SummerSlam or did she win it before that? I can't remember. I think she won it before SummerSlam, so maybe like 4 or 5 weeks ago. That poor girl, she had to give up her belt this week because she got pregnant. And they can't have her wrestling. You know what I mean? Like she can't be wrestling.
I'm sure the WWE has the best maternity leave package.
I know they have. I'm sure they have a good package. Yeah, I know that some wrestlers get to go out on paternity leave as well. I just feel bad for her because, you know, they gave her the belt. So if they give you a belt, they feel that you have earned your place.
Yeah.
And it's your time now to shine.
You're marketable.
And she's had that belt for about 1 month. And her character is nice and polished. It's pretty fun.
That's a story. She comes back from her baby and, you know, lost her belt.
Yeah. It's a little bummer, but
you think we'll see Brock Lesnar before whatever he.
I don't know, man.
Will we see Brock Lesnar?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But all I know is they are currently building up Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. It's so close. They're about to be a tag team. I can feel it. And if they're a tag team by November, I'm going to be so stoked. I'll probably pee my pants. Just letting you know.
Okay. You will pee your pants. Will you pee your pants for the news?
Lay it on me.
You might actually pee your pants for this news.
All right. Give it to me.
We have a new addition to the Henry Cavill Highlander movie that's about to start production.
Okay.
Do you want to take a guess who it is?
Is it male or female?
Female.
No, just give it to me.
Karen Gillan is joining Henry Cavill in the Highlander remake.
That's pretty good. I didn't pee my pants.
I know you like Karen Gillan.
I'm just saying I didn't pee my pants right now. I love Karen Gillan.
Is she typecasted for that role?
I don't know that she's typecast.
Depending on the role she plays.
Well, what is the role? Is she the love interest? Is she the woman that brings in?
She is in the movie.
McLeod?
She has no role assigned to her. But
I love Karen Gillan, so let's go. Yeah, I'm happy for it.
Russell Crowe, Dave Bautista, Henry Cavill. Starting principal photography at the end of September. So we'll probably find out that.
But they're going to film the wrestling part at Survivor Series?
Imagine.
That's cool.
You think they would pay WWE to do it? Or no? But they just...
I doubt it. We'll see.
We get
they don't need to do it. I don't need a shot-for-shot remake of that movie, by the way. Like, they can do something different. It's fine. What were we gonna say?
I kind of just want a shot-for-shot remake. I'd be fine with that.
I'm happy that you appreciated the Highlander experience when we gave it to you. That's cool.
We are getting a new Lego Batman game.
I've seen that game.
This game looks bonkers. It's basically, for those who have not seen the trailer, Lego Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yes, or Arkham City.
Arkham City.
Yeah.
And it's an open world Gotham, Lego Gotham. Yeah. And you're basically going through Bruce Wayne's Batman journey. And it seems like they're basically weaving in Batman's greatest hits from all forms of media into like one singular Batman-ish tale. It
looks like it plays like the Arkham games.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I saw just a snippet of it yesterday because it's from Gamescom, right? Like
yeah, Gamescom.
weren't you talking about possibly having to go for work?
I was. There are people there that I work at from my work that are there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm not there.
Yeah, no, I realized that this week when you agreed to do Peacemaker. I was like, oh, I guess he's not in Germany. So sorry. Maybe next year.
Next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the clip and I need that game. I need it. I need it so bad. Do you like, where does the Lego Batman movie rank for you as far as Batman movies go?
In terms of Batman movies?
Mm-hmm.
I would feel very comfortable putting it in the top 3.
Yeah, I agree.
There's the joke of Robin introducing himself to Batman and saying, what is it? My name's like Richard, but everyone calls me Dick. And Batman's like, that's unfortunate. And that just like cracks me up every single time. And it's also like, I don't think people expect that movie to be like a musical. Kind of.
Yeah, but that movie's also like understands the Batman lore harder than most Batman movies, and that's I love.
But that's what sucks. That's the only downer for the game. Like it's not Will Arnett.
I know. Like, yeah, that is the bummer. But I'm still excited. What else you got?
We got 2 new Marvel Legend drops. Both priced at $50. The first one that came out from, what is it, Canada Fan Expo.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting a Invincible Iron Man 2-pack featuring a Extremis Iron Man with a
retooled Extremis Iron Man.
Retooled Extremis Iron Man with a Tony Stark head, but he has like a under mask cowl. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And for the first time,
from Hasbro. The first time
from Hasbro, you're getting a Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
More of an Ultimates version of the Mandarin.
It's not an Ultimates version. It's
a
more
newer,
of a modern. That's what he looks like in the Extremis era.
He has a suit. Looks pretty cool. Has the 10 rings on his hand, but
I like the hands with the 10 rings.
My gripe is it's only the fists, I think, that have the rings.
No, the other ones, yeah, they all do. That's why the fingers are huge. Like they had to model like individual fingers. All of his hands have the 10 rings, and it just makes the hands look really big.
Another suit body for you.
Yeah, it's another suit body. It's a little different. Comes with 2 different heads from 2 different comic storylines. I know that there's a lot of Hasbro or Marvel Legends fans that are really up in arms about this set. One, it's because leave it to Hasbro to give us a character that we've wanted forever in a 2-pack, so that we have to spend $50 and get another version of the same.
At least you get a kind of army builder.
The Iron Man has at least ab crunch this time, which is something they have never put on an Iron Man figure. I think the cut looks pretty decent on an Iron Man figure. I don't normally like that cut on human bodies, but I think it looks pretty good on an Iron Man. But I think the other thing that people are upset about is that this is not the version of the Mandarin that they wanted. But
what's the version that they want?
I don't think I should talk about the version. I think that this is reminding me about my favorite episode of The Studio. And I think that
look like?
Well, you'll have to just insert a picture here later in the edit if you want to, because I'm not going to do it. But I think that's what they want. They want something that is a more classic Mandarin, because only Toy Biz ever gave us that, and it's a very outdated figure. And so
the Mandarin he's remind me, he's an Iron Man villain historically, but he didn't come from the Iron Man comics, did he?
I think you might be right. I think he has some origin related to the Fu Manchu comic or something. Or yeah, I
Tales of Suspense. No, he fights Iron Man. He looks a lot more problematic in this cover.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yes.
He got the rings though. He got the 10 rings.
Yes. But you know what I mean? Like I think what I'm saying is like,
God, the panel from this.
Yeah. That's my point. Is like, okay, I get you guys. I get what you want, but I don't think you deserve that, and I don't think anybody wants that for reals. Like, you can't put that on toy shelves, you know. So let's just be happy that we finally got a Mandarin and just move on. It's okay. It's okay. Custom. That's what customizing's for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Reach out to your favorite Etsy 3D printer person.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think the bigger Marvel Legends news is we got our next entry into the Maximum series. I don't think it's any surprise. It's been leaked to hell.
No surprise at all. They had a dupe figure at Comic-Con.
Dupe at Comic-Con. There might be a dupe in Avengers Doomsday. But we are getting Maximum series Deadpool. What are your thoughts on this guy? A lot of hands.
I think he looks good. I think he doesn't look as good as I would hope. He looks a lot like my old Deadpools. Like, yeah, I guess I need to really see the articulation scheme to see how much better it is. But like that one we got at Comic-Con like a couple years ago,
the taco truck.
No, the one with Bob.
Yeah, the Bob one.
I mean, he was technically an order. You know, order him online and get him. You know.
I like the guns.
The guns are cool.
Detailed guns.
They're very Rob Liefeld. The guns.
I wish he had a little bit more. He has a chimichanga and a stick of dynamites. He probably could have a few more. I would have swapped out the dupe, or maybe another 2 or 3 pieces of whatever.
Yes, I think the dupe is where I really get weirded out because it's like I feel like that was just meant to kind of fill the box.
They just had a dupe they had to put somewhere.
You know what I mean? Like I felt like there's like, is this really the complete Deadpool package? Do you know what I mean? Like it just feels like it's missing something. Like so I'm not sure, but it's cool. It is a new sculpt. I like it. You know, I'll pre-order it because I'm a sucker. And like, I mean, they're only giving us like a maximum figure every quarter, so it's not so bad.
You got the Hulk, right?
I got the Hulk, and you know, there are pictures online of people's Hulk chests already tearing. So
yeah,
that's not good. That's not good. Am I supposed to be spraying that thing with water every few days or something like that? Like, do I need to water my Hulk?
You're fine.
Okay. All right. Fine. But yeah, no, I'm aware of both of those. Those are cool pieces of news. They also put out the Wolverine and Storm 2-pack from X-Men 97 yesterday.
Or was that Gambit today? One as well?
The Gambit and Rogue was last week. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-order for Deadpool go, I think, live
next week.
23rd?
26. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm also excited to do the thing. Are we going to do the thing now?
Let's do it. Do you really want to taste Peacemaker Season 2?
Yes. I'm trying to not be upset that I don't get to hear that song anymore.
I mean, let's run it back though. We're a few hours removed from Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
General vibe.
The ties that grind, right? That's the name of this episode.
Is it net positive, net negative?
General vibe is I love it. I'm very happy. I think John Cena is just a phenomenal actor, and so to see a range of emotion just on display from him in this episode was really cool. I really also like that we're getting like a continuation so that of the story from the previous show, so that we really get to have like we get to dig deeper into these characters. And I think it's cool that, like, you know, it's like a team that supports one superhero, you know what I mean? Like it's so like I am invested in the team. I am invested in Harcourt. I'm invested in Adebayo. I'm invested in John Economos. I didn't think I would be, but at this point now, and Vigilante is obviously hilarious and weird. But at this point, like, I just really like the uniqueness of this cast and the stories they're telling with it. So I'm excited that we're gonna do more with them, because we encounter them at a very low point in their lives now, right? Because they thought everything was going to be coming up, 11th Street kids after they saved the world in the last season. But it's quite the opposite. Like, everything is turned to shit for them, and they're going through really, really hard times. And I don't know, man. I think it's cool to see that, but then we also get this sci-fi twist where this hokey little gimmick that was introduced in the first episode or the first season is now like a major plot point in this season, right? Which is the dad's like little doorway to basically a pocket universe, right? Like, it's a pocket dimension where he has access to like all kinds of technology, but it's actually, we learn, it's a shared space. It's a shared space that a bunch of other doors to other universes use. And we even get to like hear, a little story about, like, remember that time Chris went into the door with a bunch of imps and stuff like that. And, like, it's cool. Like, but like, I think the bigger, really awesome thing about this season is, we got to learn like Chris's horrible origin story in the first season. And it sucks, right? It's like, it's bad. It's not good. Like it, and so, it involves him being partially responsible for killing his brother. It involves him eventually having to kill his own father, who's like a KKK leader and stuff like that. Like, it's dark. It's really dark. And in this season, he accidentally stumbles upon a doorway where everything he ever wanted in life is there. It's present. And he has the opportunity, through the events that occur in the episode, to choose this alternate life.
Yeah.
Instead of dealing with his current life.
Grass is greener scenario.
It is, but the grass is incredibly green on that side, because he even has Harcourt in his life romantically, right? Like, I mean, she's his ex, but like, they have a thing, and so it's exciting. And I think the fun little gimmick of it all is that the way you're going to be able to tell which universe he's in is the dove.
Yeah.
Like the dove, which was like, that was a gimmick in the Suicide Squad, right? Like, he needed, or was it Peacemaker? I can't remember which one it was, but he needed the dove painted the correct way on all his guns, right? Like, I can't remember if it was the Suicide Squad or was it Peacemaker. But whatever it was, it's a joke that James Gunn wrote, and now it's become the signal for which universe you're watching at any given point in time. But yeah, you asked me what I think. There you go. You now have the floor, sir.
I agree with most of what you're saying. I think John Cena showed some pretty incredible range in this episode, and being presented with the dilemma that he has now of the ideal world. His ideal world is a few doors down from his bedroom. And man, seeing John Cena like sit there in awe and tell his brother he loves him, and I think when you if you grow up with a father figure as horrible as that, at the end of the day, they are still your dad. And that elicits certain emotions regardless, right? When they're gone. And that's a pretty nuanced thing to entrust with a John Cena. But again, John Cena knocks it out of the park.
He knocks that out of the park, man.
My gripe with this episode, and it's the grossness that I had with or the yuckiness I had with Creature Commandos, is the first 5 minutes where they do a season 1 recap. And they kind of
retcon some things.
A bit of revisionist history on the events that took place.
Yeah.
A little icky. A little. I would have rather them not.
That's really funny for someone who just got done gushing about all the meta that goes on outside of the studio.
Yeah, but
you know the meta of this universe, and yet you don't like it.
I don't think I like it when the first 3 pieces of media for this new universe are by the same person. I mean, if you want to go further back, it would now be the first
4
or 5.
Technically, like, there are events of the Suicide Squad that are still canon in this universe.
Yeah, I mean, there are spoilers in this episode, right? Rick Flag Sr. is watching after Peacemaker because he killed his son.
An event that occurred in the James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Yes.
I'll admit though, like, I'm happy. I hope this is it with that Band-Aid, right?
I think it is. I think the Band-Aid doesn't have to. I think Peacemaker is the only thing that needed a Band-Aid, right? Like, everything else doesn't need a Band-Aid.
Once the Rick Flag Peacemaker beef is squashed, whichever way that plays out, them killing each other, them shaking hands, being buddies, cool. Once we get past that specific point, I think I'll be fine with it.
Well, I think that might be the arc of this season.
Sure, so. Yeah, but it's a little yucky, right? I
didn't think it was yucky. I thought it was awesome that, like, it made me do double takes when Ads is like, couldn't you just call the Justice Gang? And I was like,
as soon as she said that,
I was like, wait, what'd she say? What'd she say there? And then, like, when you see the final scene and it's a different Justice League showing up to save the day at the farm, I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. I didn't mind it because I think the comedy of Peacemaker allows for this funny thing. Let's not forget, one of the best, funniest parts of Peacemaker has always been the ridiculous dance that happens outside of the show. Like, but it tells, like, the emotional journey that these characters are going to go on through the entire season through the artistry of dance. And it's hilarious. And that's such a stupid thing to explain to somebody about a superhero show, is that, oh yeah, if you watch the intro, it's really crazy because they do this powerful interpretive dance that communicates the stories that they're going to go through. That's wild. And it's meta, right? It's something outside. It's something comical outside of the actual show. That dance never occurs in the actual story. Do you know what I mean? Like, and so I don't mind that the previously on also takes on its own weird meta and decides to do some revisionist history because they need to, because of the awkwardness of
the Creature Commandos address the Waller situation. Is that why she's there, right? Because of the outing or whatever from Peacemaker? Because she's at Bellreeve, during Creature Commandos.
Is she working at Bellreeve, or is she?
She's definitely working at Bellreeve.
She was using Bellreeve in the Suicide Squad also.
Yes.
I think that's just where she mines her task forces.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's
the same problem that I had, like, again, with Creature Commando. It's like you're granted, it's an enormous task at hand, right, to launch this new universe, but
yeah,
to kind of retroactively and like pick the bits you worked on before to just keep it canon, it's like,
well, I think because he recognizes that there's more good than bad there, and it's worth keeping. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth keeping. These are people's jobs. These are people. Like, I'm not in any way saying that the people who were responsible for Aquaman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, those weren't jobs that were lost because, you know, that universe was folded. But I'm saying, like, James Gunn is the only person I would trust to usher in the new universe and cherry pick the things that can still stay, because I think he crafted the best parts of the previous universe that were the reason they were the best parts is because they mostly stood on their own. Do you know what I mean? Like, aside from a Margot Robbie and, like, you know, a hilarious like cameo from Boomerang and stuff, like, that Suicide Squad movie is almost like a redo of the other Suicide Squad movie, right?
yeah, but it's also like, I think we've seen the inverse of this go wrong too, right? Where you can't tell me like the Toby and Andrew stuff is perfect in No Way Home, right? You're kind of retconning their stories that they had previously. Same thing with the Flash and bringing Keaton back and kind of redoing some of that history a little bit. Like it.
Yeah, but
it's for better or for worse. It's muddy. It's muddy.
It's muddy, but I mean, we're also literally playing with a multiverse in the same movie, or in the same episode. In the same episode. Yeah. I think multiverses just in general get muddy. So, like, you know.
But we're gonna move past. We're gonna get past it. Like, once we
you're gonna move past it.
Supergirl's the next piece of media that's not a James Gunn thing to come out, I think.
Or maybe I've already moved past it. I'm fine with it. Like,
we get another weird situation there, kind of with the Lobo that was once Aquaman, but we'll persevere.
I think
fans, and we'll move on.
I think you can't have your cake and eat it too, Ricky. If you like the studio because of all the stuff that goes on outside of the show itself, you got to be okay with all the stuff that goes on outside of this DC universe. That's want this
thing.
DC,
it goes on inside, baby.
Do you want this DC universe to succeed or not? I think that's the real question. Like, I am super happy to have Peacemaker still be part of this universe. I was happy of his inclusion in Superman. And so I think, you know, if James Gunn's goal is to build out the lesser, you know, unknown parts of this universe to make it feel more lived in, so when other directors step in with the more grandiose characters like Batman and Wonder Woman and stuff like that, you know, like, we know this universe, it breathes, it has its own pulse, and we understand
Shazam.
That's almost a cue to stop the show soon. So, like, I think we just got to let it organically play out.
I don't want like that tangent to be. I like the show a lot. We went 30 minutes talking about this episode. We didn't even once mention the insane orgy that took place as well.
There was an orgy. It was pretty cool. We've only been talking about this episode for about 15 minutes, by the way. We went pretty long on the other stuff. The orgy was hilarious. It was somehow tasteful too. It was really weird.
Peacemaker's he's a chill guy.
Yeah, he's a chill guy. He likes to do drugs when he's winding down. When he's depressed, you know, I get it. It's understandable. And he then somehow just invites over an orgy to his house, and he's the only person with all of his clothes on, which is weird considering what we've seen him do in the first season. I was kind of surprised that he was wearing clothes in the scene. Not a complaint, just an observation. But yeah, I think the other thing, I can't let this show end without pointing out we're not just really following the low points of Chris in this show. Harcourt is the second lead in the show. And oh my God, Emilia Harcourt had probably one of the most badass fight scenes I've seen in a while on TV.
They showed that that was a Comic-Con teaser right there.
That fight scene was extraordinary. I was so impressed with the and the whole idea that like she's being like, you know, she's not cleared to go work for the NSA because of her toxic masculinity. That is awesome. Like that is awesome because that really does in a nutshell describe this character, right? She is quite the embodiment of toxic masculinity, which is funny because she is a woman. And you know, the notion I think escapes people that it could possibly be something attributed to a female. But she is a quite toxic person, and when she gets this rejection, she goes to a bar and she just expresses her emotions through violence, and it's gorgeous. It does not end well for her. But I love the show for doing that. I love the show for showing us that John Economos and Adrian, aka Vigilante, are kind of friends. They're kind of friends now, right? Like they all went through an experience together that has trauma bonded them, and so they all check in on each other's lives from time to time. And I think that's a really sweet thing that you don't get to see a lot in superhero media, right? Is the mundane parts of it, like you know, like driving your friend to his job.
A little Thunderbolts energy from this.
Yeah, yeah. When Ads is driving her friend to his next job interview and trying to pep him up, that's really cool. That's not something you would expect to see in superhero media. Granted, he's going to get interviewed by the Justice Gang. That's a cute scene. It's funny. You know, we get some cameos from Sean Gunn and Isabella Merced and Nathan Fillion, of course. But yeah, I think the heart of the show is really watching the struggles that Peacemaker and Harcourt are going through in the attempt to reclaim their lives somehow. And it's going to go, I think, in very different directions, right? I think Peacemaker is going to go for that wish fulfillment, right? Like he's going to go for like the road less traveled, or he's going to go for the I can have my cake and eat it too kind of moment.
Yeah.
And I think Harcourt's going to probably end up going down we have to accept our flaws,
we are
and what we are, and move past them, or find a way to embrace them and stuff. And hopefully, you know, they end up saving Chris from himself. But yeah, I'm just super happy that Robert Patrick is back because him as Augie, wow, that character's amazing. And like the way he went from being the most vile piece of shit in the first season to being the dad that I think you and I wish we had in this one episode, like that to me, that's why I felt like Chris was crying. It's not just that his brother is alive in this universe, but that dad said, "I love you, son," before he went to bed, you know, like, and that, whew, those are crazy things to watch, you know, like, I think this shows some therapy for James Gunn right now, man. And
right?
Yeah,
he's obviously going through some stuff.
I'm excited.
It's more of a win for me.
Yeah.
I think I'll complain about, like I mentioned, like
it's fine.
The ickiness till
it's fine.
We move past it.
It's your thing. You're locked in a world of meta, and it's cool. I understand. I will accept. I will accept it. I will accept that's your hang up, and that's okay. As long as you don't lose track of the themes at play and the incredible acting performances that are going on display here. And like, yeah, Robert Patrick, he was so funny because I saw in an interview, like, when I guess he ran into Steve Agee, or that's his name, right? Like the and he's like, "Are you excited to be coming back?" And he's like, "Wait, what? I'm coming back?" You know, and he's like, "Oh yeah, James did this amazing thing with your character." So he didn't even know until he got told by one of the cast members that he's coming back. And I think it's just so cool because he really was a pretty cool villain in the first season. Like, he is definitely not the typical villain you would ever get in a TV show.
I mean, it's a choice to go there, and
it's a choice.
I think that's a high mark for first season for them to like tackle something as I don't say polarizing is the right word, but like as charged as that.
I'm not going to put this out as a blanket statement, but there are often, most times, that an actor is down to play a visibly racist character on screen. I love them for it because somebody's got to do that job. You know what I mean? Like, art imitates life, and we need to have that stuff on display sometimes. So, like, for
Leonardo
example,
DiCaprio,
I don't know that I don't know how comfortable I felt with Leo. That's why I said I don't want to put a blanket statement. But Don Johnson has done it multiple times, and it's pretty impressive every time he does it. What's her name?
Susan
Sarandon from Blue Beetle. Oh my God!
Look,
I love her. I love her for that.
Last bit of ickiness.
Robert Patrick goes on the list.
Robert Patrick. James Gunn, you're bringing back stuff that worked from the old universe. Bring back our boy Hyman.
You don't have to say that twice for me, okay?
Hyman's.
He
lives in a less icky zone than any of the other one of those movies.
I know. My heart breaks for Jaime Reyes and his family, because that was another family that supported one superhero that I was really down for. You know what I mean? Like, it's very similar, like in its structure, to Peacemaker, in that, like, there's a whole support system. And yeah, I feel you. I want Jaime back. So now you made me sad. I'm just gonna go back to thinking about Peacemaker tonight and try to be happy about it, because it was a very emotionally complex episode. It was a high bar for superhero content, even though there was very little superheroing done in this episode. I have faith there'll be more. But yeah, Hardcore kicked so much ass. It was awesome. There's an orgy in it. Like, guys, like, if you're not convinced to go watch this episode based on all the random crap we've said throughout this last 20 minutes, there's no convincing you. But yeah, I'm thumbs up on this season of Peacemaker.
Thumbs up for me. I'm excited for more. I'm excited that we have a piece of content to take us all the way till October.
Yeah.
And then
let's ride it to Halloween.
Yeah. Right as this ends, we might have Marvel Zombies at the end of it. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, cool.
But until then, ladies and gentlemen, enough said.
Yeah.